Welcome to Tablenauts. My name is Max.
I'm Doolin.
And I'm Kenny.
And Kenny is a member of our Discord and also just a friend. You've seen him on the channel before, but today it's all about our Discord. Link in the description if you haven't joined already. We have aggregated a top 10 list. Thank you, Heath, for putting all the numbers together and getting us top 10 list.
Nerd.
Doolin and I have not seen it yet. I'm privy to a few of them, but I don't know the whole top 10 list. And Kenny here is representing our Discord community as a whole and was going to tell us the top 10 list, and we're going to kind of just react, but mostly review and rank our Discord's likes and desires. Like how
Make
good are
fun
you guys?
of,
Right.
Belittle.
Right.
Really just overall feel better
About ourselves.
About ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
talk down to the people who have made our lives so much better.
And the thing is, too, I put in my top 10 list, too.
Yeah.
None of my games made the top 10.
None of your games made the top 10?
Yeah, so this is really isn't my list either.
Wait.
So I'm just...
So Hungry Hippos did not make the top 10.
Why did you say hippos?
I don't know. I really struggled to say that word. For some reason.
Hungry hippos.
So, you said 10 games, but there's actually more because there are a lot of ties.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
I love talking about it.
So, our
Let's decide on the ties.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Well, do you have any predictions before we start? Like, what do you think?
Oh.
I'm privy to a little bit
Yeah,
of the
sure.
information, so I
I'm
can't
not.
really speak on it.
See, I feel like what we like has to at least attract
Similar folk.
similar folks. So
Yeah.
Root's got to be somewhere. Up
I do think,
the
and I'm
top.
not privy to all this information. I've said privy a lot. I'm gonna have to think of a
Yeah.
different word. Can someone get me a thesaurus, please? I don't know all this information. I imagine Arnak is on there.
A lot of
Unfortunately,
people do like Arnak.
Unfortunately.
Arnak's not bad.
it's not bad.
It's growing on me.
It is growing on me too, but it's still. That's a story for another day. We'll talk about it when we hear it, because I'm sure it's on this list. Terraforming Mars. Ark Nova's got to be on the list, right? I mean, it's brand new, but like, it's so well loved.
I've heard so many people talk about Cascadia
Mm-hmm.
that it could be up there.
But you gotta think, this is also top 10 games of all time, not
know.
top 10 2021. Not
That's
top,
true. Gloomhaven, it's got to be on
Yeah.
there.
All right, can you take the stand? Take the
So,
lead.
number 10, we have a tie for Burgle Brothers and Beyond the Sun.
Burgle Brothers?
And Beyond the Sun?
Beyond the Sun.
I've never played Beyond the Sun. I don't know.
I've
So-
played Beyond the Sun one time.
So I think it's interesting because like it's a Discord community. We play a lot of stuff on BGA,
Right.
Tabletop Simulator. So I think these are two games that are on there. I think Burgle Brothers is an alpha right now. Beyond the Sun's been out for a bit.
Yeah.
It is a really good app, too, Burgle Brothers. Like,
Yeah.
the base game.
The only time I've ever played Beyond the Sun was during Space Camp, or it might have been prior to Space Camp, but it was on BGA.
Yep.
That's the only time I've ever played it.
What kind of game is it?
It's like Tech Tree. The
Yeah, Tech Tree. I was like, I don't know.
so you basically kind of go down a track.
Would I like it, do you guys think?
I think so. It's like thematic and like it looks very just like cut and dry, but like the thematics are in the cards, right? And just like what happens, like you're cloning people and sending people off to space, stuff like that.
I don't know what Beyond the Sun is, but I love Burgle Brothers. I've played it quite a bit on the app.
So Burgle
Probably
Brothers
like,
is number 10.
probably like 30 times.
So Beyond the Sun gets kicked
good.
out?
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Wow,
Burgle Brothers, number 10, Tablenauts Discord, exclusive.
it's harsh.
If you feel bad about it, you should have got more people to
Here's
vote.
the problem with what we're doing, though, because two that are tied at 9 should edge out the 10,
Correct.
right?
This
So,
is
like-
all just...
Let's not worry about math. Let's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
Forget it. Forget
Like,
it.
Heath did all this work to make a nice spreadsheet. Just let's throw it out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's fine with
You
me.
just want to scramble them up and talk
Yeah,
about them?
I'm gonna pick the ones I like.
Okay.
That's
I'm going to pick the ones I like. This is Kenny's top 10.
at number 9 is Spirit Island.
I'm
By
actually
itself.
surprised it's so low.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. That's good.
No, I know, but I
That's
would have
lower
thought it
than-
would have been higher even.
That's higher than it is on my top 20. I mean, I think that's...
There's, I think Big Mackie on our
Yeah, Mackie.
gave it.
Yeah.
I think he put number 1 spot, and the way it was set up too, like the higher you ranked it, the more points it got, and the highest
Right.
points.
I think
got,
one
so.
first place got like 11 points, second
Yep.
place got 10, third 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and like
Yep.
an honorable mention was worth 1 point or
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
So that's how this was calculated together. And if you don't know who these lovely people are, like Heath and Mackie and Leanne and Hannah and TJ and everyone else on there, because I can't go through everyone's name, you should join our
We
Discord.
have a list. We could just start reading all
Okay,
of them.
So yeah, number 9 is Spirit Island.
I like that.
I love Spirit Island.
It's a game that we both love, have ranked very highly, and haven't played in a long time.
It hasn't been...
Like, it's right there, been a year and a half. I think it's
least.
literally been a year and a half since it's even hit the table.
Yeah, it's been so long that I played that I don't think I remember how to play it. I barely have any concept of what it is anymore. So
Yeah.
I barely remember how to play it when I was
Yeah.
playing it because of how different the different ones are.
Every spirit is so unique.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't think I ever repeated other than once.
I never repeat in that game. I just like to play new stuff every time.
Yeah.
But great game. Love Spirit Island. Absolutely need to get it back to the table.
Yep. All right, so number 8. This kind of surprised me that it was so high, but it is Mansions of Madness.
Oh,
Fantasy Flight Games, yeah. Quite a few people had it ranked pretty high. Like, I don't think it was anybody's number ones, but it was pretty high on a lot of people's lists. It's my second favorite like Arkhamverse game by Fantasy Flight.
You're an Arkham Horror fan first.
Arkham Horror
LCG
Yeah.
fan
You say
first.
Harkham Horror?
Arkham Horror.
Harkham Horror.
Okay. Hungry Hippoos.
That's not even how I said it.
Hungry Hippoos.
I can't even remember now.
That's how you said it.
Hungry Hippos did not make. Hungry Hippos did not make. Hungry Hippos. We'll cut back to it.
Good thing you're editing it. This is next Friday.
Yeah, so Mansions of Madness is like an adventure style game, app driven. I really like this. It's like a game that's easy to introduce to new people, but there's still a lot going on in the game. So
I've only played it one time. I really liked it. I was a trader and won because I was able to lock people out of doors and whatnot. That was great. I don't know how much fun it was for the other people, but it was fun for me. I bought it, tried to table it like once or twice, but I only had the phone. And like you really need like at least a speaker or a tablet or ideally cast it to a Chromecast on a TV. It was just hard to play with a whole table on a single phone because the app is pretty integral to the game. I know a lot of people love it, but like this is not a game I know we were talking about like that we like and that gets talked about a lot in our Discord. Like I'm shocked that this is ahead of Spirit Island just based off how many times it gets discussed in our Discord. I don't think this game has really been talked about much in our Discord at all.
yeah, I agree. And that thing's actually come out for it pretty recently. I think it's kind of dead.
Yeah.
Because I think the last expansion came out like at least 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I picked this up at
Half Price Books,
Books for like $25 or something like that.
That's a steal.
Yeah, I'm excited to finally try it, but I've never played
Great
it.
game.
Yeah.
I really like it. I'd be happy to play it.
I've only been told that if I like Death May Die, like I'll like Mansions.
Yeah.
So
I like Death May Die more, but they're definitely different.
They're different. I agree. Yeah.
All right, Kenny.
Number 7.
number 7.
Let me check. Is Sleeping Gods.
He's just making this up as he goes.
Gods is number 7?
That doesn't surprise me at all. I think Leanne put it as her
Have
number
enough-
1.
Have enough people played it though? Is the question.
Apparently.
Wow.
I think Leanne put it as her number 1,
So-
which is a lot.
Wow. Okay, so I desperately need to table this.
Yeah. You own it.
Yeah. Here's the problem: is like behind Tainted Grail, which is obviously what I'm working on right now.
Yeah.
I got Familiar Tales.
Yeah.
I got
Aftermath.
I got Robin Hood, which I think is gonna get put even further back.
Yeah, it's never. I bought it for him. It's never gonna get played. I saw it on the Game Nerd Deal of the Day for $25 the other day. I paid full price for it for Christmas for this guy.
Yep.
Mistake.
Yep. I got Townsfolk Tussle. I got Vagrant Song. Like, what am I supposed to play next? Is it Sleeping Gods, guys? Like, obviously.
So let me say my piece on these in talking about Sleeping Gods. I think Sleeping Gods is going to be your next Tainted Grail. I think it's going to
Playing solo?
fill that solo slot.
So I shouldn't play.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. I think a lot of people recommend you play it with two also, but like I think you would enjoy Sleeping Gods solo, whereas Vagrant Song and Familiar Tales and things like that, you're gonna want to play with like Emily or someone else. I think. I could be wrong. It's just my assessment.
Would you like to know my experience with Sleeping Gods?
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't know that you had any.
I bought it. I set it up. I said, nah. I think it's like, because I was going to play it solo, but like, I think.
You control 9
yeah,
characters.
it's like I had a very similar experience when I tried to play Gloomhaven solo on the tabletop, and I was like, this is too much.
Did you try in 4-man Gloomhaven?
No, 2.
2-man, okay.
Because even 2 is too much.
Yeah.
It's to learn and play.
I do
and
think you control 8 or 9 characters in
Yeah.
Sleeping Gods, though. And that doesn't change solo or with 2 or with 3 or with 4. You're just controlling 9.
I think it's a bit unfair to compare it to Gloomhaven. I think Gloomhaven is a lot more complicated in terms of with upkeep and stuff, but it is just very overwhelming getting on the table and going.
Sleeping Gods is the exploration story driven, similar to Tainted Grail,
Yeah.
as opposed to similar to Gloomhaven.
Yeah.
And I mean, I do think it's interesting. I'm going to be really curious to hear your thoughts comparing Tainted Grail to Sleeping Gods. Not that I need to be more in. I'm like chilling over here, getting cut off by the camera because I'm dumb.
You're gonna edit this video.
No, you are. You got it. I do think that like something like Tainted Grail, you have loved so far, and you've said you've put in like 4 hours a day. Like you're just like really loving it.
Probably over 30 hours now.
Yeah, 30 hours deep in Tainted Grail, still loving it. And I've never played it, but if you compare the reception these games get, Tainted Grail is like a solid like 6 out of 10 people love that game. 4 out of 10 people really don't care for it.
Yeah.
And then you look at Sleeping Gods, it seems like everyone that plays that game loves it. Like it really does seem like it's just adored.
Yeah.
Well, he never played it.
I would love to play it. I think I'd want to play it with at least 2 people.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's like for me, it's like kind of like Gloomhaven. Like I love Gloomhaven, but I don't want to play it
By yourself.
Yeah. It's
Sounds like you're offering to come to my house to play it.
yeah, let's do it.
I guess I'm not invited.
You are invited.
Alright.
You literally told me to play solo, though.
That was number 7, right?
Yeah, number 7.
Okay.
Sleeping Gods. Number 6.
We just want to make a guess. Cubitos.
No way. Cascadia.
No. Neither are actually on the top 10.
I figured they wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, number 6 is Dwellings of Eldervale.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have very little experience with it. Why you put your head down?
Because we gave up about halfway through a play at like 3 a.m.
Yeah. This was a 1 a.m. Let's start playing for some dumb reason.
You were like, oh, we'll learn it.
I did say we didn't have to finish it.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
never a we have to finish this. It was just like let's start learning it. Mm-hmm. So we kind of expected to dump it halfway through. But yeah, it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock. We were like, all right, we've seen enough for now. And then we got rid of it. And it is one of my there are basically 2 calls that I regret, and that being Dwellings of Eldervale and Bullet Heart Symbol. I think the only 2 calls that I regret off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So I do like want to get that back, but I hated the fact that you had to have the big box no matter what.
Yeah.
I had this giant coffin of empty space because I didn't have the minis.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'd much rather just have a smaller box. Mm-hmm. But it does seem like a game I'd really like. Do you have any experience with it?
I've played it solo once. I do have it. Played solo.
Oh, well, then you'll just have to bring it here. I'll have to play it sometime.
Yeah, so. I don't have the minis though, so
I don't care.
It's useless.
That's your box that's empty and useless, not mine.
Yeah, I do like a lot. It's there's a lot going on mechanically, but I do like the hybrid nature of it, like a bit of Euro, a bit more thematic.
And I didn't feel like it was overly complicated either.
Yeah. Well, playing solo, that space you need is a bit more, but I do like it. I think the production's beautiful too. So
let's as I'm walking through this, as I'm thinking of it, after we're done with hearing all of them, I want you to tell us the list in whole, just back to back, and then we can just be like, this is bad, this is good, this is bad, this is good. As we're going through the list, we'll just like talk about the games.
Okay.
But
yeah.
So 5.
Number 5.
Number 5. Do you have a guess? You have mentioned it before.
We have mentioned it
You
before.
have mentioned it
In what capacity?
in the beginning. You mentioned it.
That it would be on the list.
Yes.
So we talked about Root. We talked about
Gloomhaven.
Arnak.
Arnak. Yep.
Yeah. Gloomhaven ain't gonna be number 5. I
don't know.
Gloomhaven's gonna be number 1.
It's just for comparison. Dune Imperium is way down on the list, so the Arnak fans.
So our
Arnak
Discord,
fans are in there, man.
Okay.
We've never
What
played
about
Dune
Endless
Imperium.
Winter?
It's not out yet.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
It'll probably take the place of both of them when it comes
I
out.
doubt it.
I don't know, man.
Arnak is beloved.
I've played Endless Winter and Arnak, and I like Endless
I've
Winter
only
better.
heard that the new expansion makes
That's
Arnak
true.
way better.
That's
too,
true.
So like,
not played with the expansion. I'm still playing it on BGA regularly because, like I said, it is growing on me. I still don't love it though.
I think it's good.
It's growing on me, but it's just growing on me from I don't understand this at all to like it's good.
Yeah, I think it's one of those games that like it suffers from being on BGA just because like I think like in person like it makes
That was my first way of playing. It was in person.
Yeah,
Me
it makes
too.
a lot more sense thematically and just like
Max is just wrong.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I've been told I am wrong about Arnak. It's been a common thing.
I love you.
Common thing. It's
You're
it's
allowed.
fine.
You're allowed to
All right, I
think
said we
you're
weren't going to get in this until it rolled around. It's a fine game. I do think it's egregious that this game is the number 2 ranked family game. How is it number 2 ranked family game of all time? Behind what, Wingspan? How is it the number 2 ranked family game of all time?
sometimes you just have to learn to let go and just move on.
That was good.
So let's move on to our next game
Number
on the
4?
list. Number 4 is Too Many Bones.
Oh, I'm happy to see that there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who love Too Many Bones.
It's been a recent resurgence in the Discord too. Like Brad,
Yep.
Brad's like falling in love with Too Many Bones lately.
Spider.
Spider's big Too Many Bones guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that our group is like slightly heavier, at least like bigger games. Like
Than we think they are, or
yeah.
than we
Well,
are
than I am,
ourselves.
for
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah, so spoilers, there are not a lot of dry heroes on this list.
We're very much a thematic crew.
Yeah.
Or not a, like, yeah, we just don't, we're not big on the dry Euros.
Max's last name is literally
Themer. That's true. Curse you, Amy and Maggie. I should have thought of that first. Too many bones, though. So, why do you feel this is good or bad?
Oh, I've only played it once, and
And
I
we played
it
it
wrong.
very wrong.
So like
very wrong.
But I enjoyed it. I mean,
Yeah.
it was good.
It's for you. I haven't made an update in a video or anything. I culled my trove chest. I think I've mentioned that in a video before. But I just recently, like last week, reacquired a little bit. Which, don't yell at me. That was the plan all along. I literally said that the whole time, was that I was going to cull the trove chest and buy back a smaller amount because I didn't need $700 worth of Too Many Bones. I just wanted $130 worth of Too Many Bones. Well, 200 because I got Unbreakable coming too. But I do have it back. Haven't played it again, but I'm very excited to get it back to the table. You like Too Many Bones a lot.
Yeah, I love Too Many Bones. I have a lot. I have too much of it. But
Do you have the trove chest? Yeah, my man.
yeah, I love Too Many Bones. I think it's like, for me, it's kind of like an adventure game that like you can play in like a session and you feel like you want a big adventure.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so it's a game I like playing solo too, stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I think it's a great solo game.
Yeah.
It misses that like story element because I know there is a campaign with Age of Tyranny or whatever it is that introduced the campaign, but I don't feel like it does like what I want, like the story exploration out of a campaign necessarily.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what I like about the game. It's like in like one big boss fight run, like I feel like you get a complete story. Like you've gone on a real adventure, right? There's no like connective tissue that kind of brings stuff together. Like in that the Age of Tyranny.
Last time you said that, I said that was the smartest thing that's ever been uttered on Tablenauts.
Say
before.
it twice, you sound like an idiot. So. But yeah, I love Too Many Bones. It's there are things I hate about it. Like I don't love the design. It's like the graphic design is kind of like
I did not like it initially.
Yeah.
It is growing on me.
It's growing on me too.
It's growing on me. The gear locks are like dumb and cute. Like I don't know. It's just it's like that gritty, but like they're so out of place, right? Like it just seems so weird.
It's a weird. It's a weird like thematic mismatch.
Yeah.
I think so.
They remind me of little Smurfs. Like
Yeah.
you're playing, like,
What I've
Smurfs, yeah.
The rumor that I've heard, which is incredibly exciting, and to clarify, this is not an insider rumor that I've heard from someone at Chip
Smurf is gonna
Theory.
be the
Or,
next-
yeah, the rumor that I've heard is that their Elder Scrolls game that is scheduled to be announced at some point, who the freak knows, shares the most common mechanics with Too Many Bones, among other things. So if you give me an Elder Scrolls, and they have clarified on like their Facebook when people mention that, they're like, trust me, it is not Too Many Bones. It is different. But like I think it shares the most bones with Too Many Bones, which is exciting
its
to me.
bones are the same.
Yeah.
And they basically kind of stopped Too Many Bones too. Like
Yes,
there's no
Unbreakable
new-
is it.
No new stuff.
Right.
They're still producing it and stuff, like selling it, but
Yeah, Unbreakable is the final expansion for campaign.
Do you think that we'll see Elder Scrolls Coffee come out?
The Too Many Bones coffee is great. It is, but see, they partnered with Bones Coffee.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to find Scrolls Coffee or Elders
Maybe
Coffee.
there is. Elder's Coffee is just Folgers.
That's true. Maxwell House, one of those. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad you're editing this video. It's a nightmare.
Oh, so actually, this is a tie for number 3 and 4 because Too Many Bones is tied with Ark Nova.
Oh, wow! I knew it would be there.
Hotness.
I knew it would be there. I mean, it deserves its spot. This is one of those that's risen on the BGG, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's like
Compared to Arnak, you know what I'm saying?
it's like rocketed up the BGG list. So
Crazy.
Can I just clarify that I don't hate Arnak? Don't yell at me. I'm just having fun, poking fun, guys. It's whatever.
He hates it.
I hate that it's number 2 on the family list. So Ark Nova is great. You brought it. We've played it twice.
Yeah.
I've played it once with you and once with Doolin. Doolin's only ever played it once.
Sure.
Have you been able to play it anymore since?
I played a couple times solo.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the solo experience there?
It's good. It feels a lot like the multiplayer experience, but
Without the fun of hanging out with me?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I really like Ark Nova because it shares many similarities to Terraforming Mars. It's made me both want to try Terraforming Mars and also pretty happy in the fact that I don't own Terraforming Mars because like I don't think I'd need to own both. But then there's people like Hannah, who I think have Terraforming Mars and Ark Nova in her top 3 in our Discord top 10. And she loves them both. And like not one did not replace the other. They've both held a spot there.
Yeah, I really like Ark Nova because I think like the power track that they have is really ingenious. Like it's such a good input because I think like compared to Terraforming Mars, they kind of just play cards willy nilly.
Yeah, I love that strategy.
Yeah, but for me, it's like it's hard to like kind of suck. Cause I think like this Underwater Cities, Terraforming Mars, they share a lot of similar DNA. So it's hard for me to like suss out like which one do I like actually like best. But I mean, I think Ark Nova is very good.
If you had to pick like right now, what would you say?
I think actually I really want to play Underwater Cities.
That's the Vladimir Suchi game, right? I've never played that one.
It's very good. Yeah.
I was just gonna say that it surprised me with how much that it pulled in that I actually like do care for in other games because I've never played Terraforming Mars, so I had nothing to compare it to. But like I did love the like building out of your buildings and then attaching the animals to them. Those two, I didn't have anything to compare it to, but Jamie was thinking about like letting Jeff buy it from Foster the Meeple, and I was like, well, those two things remind me of like a little bit of Wingspan and New York Zoo, and she was like, ooh, I like those games. So like, I probably widely
into the bag.
widely.
If you really think about it, it's very similar to Takenoko. There's a panda in both of them.
It probably is.
I don't even know if there's a panda in Ark Nova because that deck of cards is massive. I've not seen every card there is.
So you have to pick Too Many Bones or Ark Nova.
So if I picked what I wanted to be there, it'd be Too Many Bones. If I picked what fits the narrative of BGG Top 100, I think Ark Nova has taken over Too Many Bones already.
Between the two,
they're such different games.
Yeah, they're massively different.
Do I like Ark Nova or wrongly played Too Many Bones? I think Ark Nova.
That's true.
Better.
You've not played it correctly.
But I don't think that I should have a vote necessarily.
That's fair. Oh, that'll be a tough one. We'll come back to that. Might have to kick out number 10.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
So number 2 is a game I've never heard of. It's called Root.
Shut up.
You play like you've never heard of it.
Is this tied with anything else?
No.
So
that was a great
These are the
joke.
last two.
So Ark Nova and Too Many Bones were tied at 3 and 4.
That's right. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, so we're not kicking one out. We're just pushing one ahead.
Yeah.
We'll put Ark Nova ahead of Too Many Bones for now. That's fine.
Okay, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And then we have Rue coming at number 2, meaning you guys are wrong because it should have been number 1.
100% okay with this. I just love that it's this high and that you guys love it as much as we do. Like that's
Stop
crazy.
being so nice.
Listen, you missed my Kenny jab, so now
what did you do?
Yeah, Kenny said a game I've never heard of, Root, and I was like, you play like you've never heard of it.
Oh, dang! Oh man! Oh,
Root is a game
my.
that the way you like chirp like directly influences how much you can love the game.
Yeah, dude. We have played 80 plus games
Easily.
with just the 4 of Kyle, Jeff, Doolin, and I.
Yeah.
Constantly.
For almost a year.
We took like a 4-month break during like the winter. Mm-hmm. And then we're back at it, playing one game a day, basically. And it is just, it gets heated sometimes. I got heated today. But the chirping is ridiculous.
Oh, it's like the best part.
And so many like inside jokes.
It's not the best part even, but it's so good.
Pretty close, man. Root is an incredible game. I love it. And we are basically coming at it from the standpoint of only playing the app. I mean, that's not true. I don't mean it like that, but like 95% of our plays have come on the app. Meaning we have played it 100 plus times. It's our number 1 game of all time. I've played with the Duchy once, the Corvid once. You've played with the Duchy once. Other than that, we've never played the Underworld expansion. We've still never played the Marauder expansion. We're like just getting introduced to the Exiles and Partisans deck because it finally came out on the app. So like, it's our favorite game. We've played 100 plus times, and there's still so much left to explore. We've never touched the hirelings. Like,
it's so much better in person.
It is, and we still love it on the app though. But yeah, it is so much better in person. I freaking love Root. I know what number 1 is now at this point. I think it's quite clear.
Gloomhaven,
yeah, it's got to be Gloomhaven.
Or
but
Calico.
Root is 100. He said it wasn't in the top 10. Root is 100%.
Cascadia wasn't.
Oh, you're right. Root is 100% deserving of the number 2 spot. Kenny, I know you are not the biggest
Sagrada?
Root fan, but like are you?
I do like Root a lot. I think it's just my thing with Root is like I feel like it's such like almost like a lifestyle game. Like to keep up with it. Like, because you guys have played so much of it, you barely.
I think it really depends on who you play with.
Yeah.
For us, it kind of is like because when you
Root
play
is
with,
life.
to be fair, Kenny, you have played Root with us several times over the past few days.
Yeah.
You are in a game, constantly repeating game with me, Doolin, and Lord of the Board.
I'm getting crushed. Just getting crushed.
You're a little like.
To be fair,
I felt really good getting in third place today. I was like, all right.
You're with the
almost
Alliance?
won.
Yeah.
You almost won. You got. I was highly impressed by I think you got 13 points in one turn.
Yeah, because
You went
the
from
Woodland
7
Alliance
to
came
21.
on, and you would have won, if not next turn, the following. Like, you were right there.
Playing with you guys kind of consistently, it has kind of risen my estimation of it quite
Okay.
a bit. So, yeah.
We're good for something.
Yeah.
We're good for something.
So, our number one, you guys know what it is.
Gloomhaven.
Arkham Horror LCG.
That was your number one.
That was my number one. Number one is Gloomhaven. Yeah.
Jaws of the Lion.
It's kind
Just
of a mix of
Gloomhaven.
both, yeah.
Yeah, just Gloomhaven.
Trying to be a jerk.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I actually had a big conversation with Jeff and Kyle the other day
Big
about like whether we
conversation.
thought it
Big
deserved its spot, and I brought that into the actual Discord, which is it's funny that this is now happening after we discussed that in the Discord, because it's been there for so long. We talked about whether it and Jaws of the Lion and Frosthaven should merge under one entity to save 3 spots in the top 100. We talked about whether it deserves its stay there. I mean, I'm fully in the opinion that Gloomhaven, obviously, like, to me, deserves its stay at the number one spot, both in our Discord rankings and in the BGG. There are certainly faults with it. I'm not saying it's a perfect game, but, like, I freaking love Gloomhaven.
Yeah, I love Gloomhaven too. Like, it's not a game I play in person. I play pretty much like, exclusively on Tabletop Simulator.
Okay.
And, like, we're probably near the end of our campaign. And it's been, like, engaging the entire time. And, like, you know, to get people coming back to a campaign game, like, week after week is tough.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, Gloomhaven's, like, 30, 40, 50 sessions, right?
If not, I mean, more, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I think it's just, like, really engaging. It kind of dangles you with that carrot on stick constantly to keep going to the next character.
That's what I've played probably 80% of what Gloomhaven has to offer. And just the other day, because I wanted to clean up my shelves and put my D&D stuff where it needs to go, I packed up my Gloomhaven. And I don't think it'll ever get unpacked. I've never beaten it. I got 80% of the way through. I was playing with my roommate Eric, or my housemate Eric. And we played it probably 2 to 3 times a night for 2 to 3 times a week for a year, maybe not a year, but we played it a long time. I mean, a very significant amount of time, probably 40, 50, 60 sessions in there, 80% of the way through the campaign, unlocked like 14 of the 17 characters. And then I was just like, it's not going to happen. Like, it's not going to come out again. But it's still my, like, up there with number 2 or 3 game of all time for me. Yeah. It's right under Root, I think, and it's been a while since I've played it.
Yeah, so for me, this is actually my number 11, my honorable mention. So, like, I did have a game in top 10, but yeah, I think like the action system is so ingenious and smart.
The card play, yeah.
It's super cool.
And it just makes it feel like a video game. The unlocks, the constant characters, like...
Yeah, that would be my one critique of it, is that, like, I think, like, Gloomhaven is such a good game, but I think it really wants to be a video game. Like, it kind of works best as a video game, like, because there's so much upkeep and stuff like that.
It is on Steam now, and Jaws of the Lion is on Steam now also. Did you back Frosthaven?
No.
Okay. I did.
Yeah.
So, if we want to play physical Gloomhaven, or Frosthaven... All right, can you run us through our top 10?
All right, so...
Real quick.
Top 10, we had a tie at number 10 with Beyond the Sun and Burgle Brothers. G chose Burgle Brothers, right?
We did choose Burgle Brothers.
So Beyond the Sun doesn't exist.
Sorry, Heath and everyone else who loves Burgle. I know Heath loves Burgle Brothers.
That would be the honorable mention.
Number 9, Spirit Island.
Great. That's fine.
8.
It should be higher.
8, Manchester Madness.
I'd flip-flop those two, but I mean, it's deserving.
7, Sleeping Gods.
Doolin, you want to talk at all?
I'm just thinking.
I'm over here just like, yeah.
Okay, so like Burgle Brothers is good, but I don't know if it's top 10 worthy. So
I don't think it's top 10 worthy.
C.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay,
We'll do grades.
Yeah, I don't think Burgle Brothers deserving.
Spirit
of the top
Island
10.
A plus.
Yeah,
Well
yeah,
done.
great pick. Should be higher.
What was the number?
Mansions of Madness, great pick.
I don't know, but like maybe B.
I'll say it's an A pick.
Okay, and then this one was. This is an A plus for me because it's just making me excited about my copy of Sleeping Gods.
Sleeping Gods, yeah, fair.
Well done.
Number 6 is Dwellings of Eldervale.
Solid B. B.
Lost Ruins of Arnak.
No, I'm just joking. I probably deserve
Probably
it.
B.
Ark Nova and Too Many Bones at number 3 and 4.
We'll put Ark Nova ahead. I'm going to say Too Many Bones is a solid A rating. Ark Nova is a solid...
These are great games that I wouldn't put in my top 10, but I get it. So B for me.
Yeah, it's about time for us to do our top 10 again.
I know.
We'll have to figure that out.
Number 2, Root.
Oh, yeah.
A+.
A, S.
Plus.
S.
And number 1, Gloomhaven.
A+.
Yeah.
A.
Hey, I like some good games. Even the ones that we crap on, it's just all in good
I
fun.
think if we're doing like an average, that was a solid B+. So like, good job there.
I'll give you an A-.
Is there anything you're surprised isn't in the list?
Burgle Brothers.
Well, it isn't
That
the
was
list.
surprised that wasn't.
What's the... Oh, that isn't in the list. Oh. Wow.
As often, okay. So
Castles of Burgundy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I'm surprised Castles of Burgundy's not in this list.
I'm just gonna go broader and say I'm surprised that no like lightweight polyomino game is on there because I feel like people talk about those all the time.
Yeah. See, the thing with those and why I think that in an aggregate sort of situation right here where you're combining
There's
these together
so many.
is there's so many.
Yeah,
it's
it's
quite
true.
likely person A put Patchwork on their list and
Yeah,
person
yeah,
B
yeah.
put New York Zoo. And
Everybody has
person
their favorite
C,
one.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
that favorite
yeah.
one doesn't get the cumulative votes. Whereas when it comes to Arnak and Gloomhaven and Sleeping Gods, like there's not really... You know, I'm sure Dune took a couple votes from Arnak, but that's the only comparison.
Yeah.
As accessible as it is and how much we've pushed it, I'm surprised a game like Just One wouldn't be on the list.
Yeah, I wonder where party games rank. Because party games are tough to put in your top 10, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. It's a tough thing.
Yeah, there weren't a lot, like, I don't see
Really?
any party games. Yeah.
You got the stats. What's kind of like, what are you most surprised at looking at the list?
I'm surprised Cthulhu Death May Die came in at like 23.
Fair,
or so.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought, because I mean, we talked
about it quite a bit, yeah.
Let's see. Blood Rage also came in around that, too. There's a lot of games on this list.
Zombicide?
Zombicide was number 18.
Okay.
Yeah. So we need to go through
Oh, I see it. Mind Management.
my management.
I am
Blood.
surprised
Wow.
that that's not up there.
It's number 16.
I was surprised at how high it is. I feel like that's a game that not a lot of people play.
Not in our Discord. A lot of people love it in our Discord.
Yeah.
Pandemic wasn't in the top 10, Max.
I don't care. That's
Congratulations.
good.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying,
okay,
like,
yeah.
Good job, man.
You did it!
You've chased them all away.
All right, guys, I can retire.
Yeah. But I think, like, the list is pretty heavy.
Oh,
like,
Scythe.
Scythe was number 12, tied at 12.
Okay,
yeah.
what was 11?
11 was...
Burgle Brothers. No, I'm just kidding.
So this is basically tied with Cascadia,
Oh, okay.
Scythe, and Dice
Cascadia
Throne.
was right there.
Okay.
And Dice
There we
Throne as
go.
well is tied for that 12
Dice
spot.
Throne too? See,
Yeah.
we still never even played that. Well, I played it one time, but...
I own it.
And number 15, 15 was Radlands, which is really
Okay.
surprising too.
I like Radlands
You
a lot,
loved
but
it,
that
yeah.
is surprising that
thought
it's
it was
so
good.
high. Thank you to the Discord
Yeah,
in its
please.
entirety for submitting your top 10s and just hanging out, being with us. It's one of the best places and things that have come out of this whole entire YouTube journey.
For sure.
I mean, to be honest
Number
with you.
one.
And then, of course, thank you, Heath, in particular, for putting it together and getting the data. And then our wonderful, lovely Discord representative, Kenny, here. Thank you for displaying the information for us and being a wonderful, upstanding member of our society.
I wish you would talk about me like that. We'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you next time we do this, and hopefully you will have your votes submitted as well.
It'll probably be over. You should have voted on Max's solo series.
Oh, yeah, too late. And my bracket. You missed out on a lot not being in the Discord.
Well, we'll do stuff.
Someone's
soon.
going to win a game from our bracket, and it might be this guy.
Really?
Maybe.
Oh.